Good evening, audience. I am welcoming you to Heritage Harbor platform for Gen Z and automation discussion. So today we will be focusing on Generation Z and automation. This topic. So now thing is that in any organization, especially in manufacturing side, at a time there are three generations normally works on. Now Gen Z, Generation Z, you know it. So they are coming in the market, and Generation Alpha, that is next generation, they have already born. They are in the world now. So they will be coming. And the same way, in this age, when whole world is talking about AI, that time also AI has the future evolution also. AI, NGI, like this. So AI, so future, what is coming, what is artificial super intelligence. So up to this, it has come. The mobile, you think. So 3G, 4G, 5G, like every time the business world, it is changing. So with the change, so we should not fear about the change. We should think ourselves how we will skill ourselves to accommodate the change, because there will be somebody at the back to drive that automation. Now, if you do not give any input, even your chat GPT will not give you any output. The same way as today we will be discussing about automation, in that case also, there will be some input, then result will come. If for the input, there will be little pain, but life will be easier in the next phase. So this first time, when the pain, if it becomes boring, and then if you come out of the automation, then all through your life you will be hitting the bush. You will have to move with the fire extinguisher all the day. So for the greatest interest of our life is here, even if we leverage the capacity of automation, then from the mobile, even from the remote area, we can somehow remain connected, we can operate. So for the greatest interest for our life is becoming to make our life easier, we will have to adopt automation side by side. Whatever policy, whatever SOP, whatever checklist we do, everything, if it is not somehow connected with the automation, with the IT and other thing, then sustainability become questionable. Your register, your Excel sheet, and everything will go in vain. But if the data, if you put in automation, so that time life will be easier. Every time you will keep on updating, you can see the dashboard. And that's why the Generation Z, the people we are talking about today, so they have born with this technology from the very childhood. That's why there should not be any ambiguity, there should not be any hassle for them to adapt the automation, because they should be the pioneer, they should be the sailor, they should be the pilot to run the automation. And that's why our topic is today Gen Z and automation. So, dear audience, so we have invited Mr. Vicky, who is transformational professional. So he will be with us in the session. So now I am welcoming Mr. Vicky to introduce himself to the audience. Mr. Vicky.
Hi everyone. I hope you all are having a very great evening. Thank you, Mr. Akbar, for giving us the platform and having a normal chit chat on this very interesting topic that is Gen Z and the automation, how it is being integrated and how it should be integrated in daily lifespan. So yeah, so once again, thank you so much. I'll just quickly introduce myself so that we can proceed further with the session. Uh, I am from India and I have done my graduation from one of the top colleges of India from NIFT Mumbai. It stands for National Institute of Fashion Technology. And from there, I have been uh, into garment industry from say last close to 7 years, I will say, and that too in consulting business, consulting to the organization, to multiple factories and with multiple CXOs on the topic of transforming their current business and how to improvise their current operations, how to improvise their current working styles, and what best they can drive from the current available resources and how to optimize everything, whatever right now they are in their positions. So, yes, that is a very little intro from my side, which I would say, because if I myself start speaking on my achievement, that will not serve the purpose of this platform. So yes, we can proceed with this.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Vicky. Dear audience, for your information. So, Mr. Vicky has worked with various multinational company. Even he has worked in Bangladesh also for a couple before Corona. He worked for a long time for Bangladesh for a consulting firm, and he went up to the grassroots level of Bangladeshi people, Bangladeshi staff, and with the automation he worked very closely with them. He carried out various training sessions. So he was linked with Hong Kong based consulting firm. So he though his experience is very little, as he expressed, 7 years, but it was very diversified and intensified with the manufacturing side as well. So now I would ask Mr. Vicky. Mr. Vicky, as you have had the opportunity to work with various nations, and especially today we will focus on Bangladesh, basing on the current scenario. What about the automation and how automation can make our life easier, and what is the psychology works while you were implementing the automation and you were transforming the organization. So, uh, basing on Bangladesh and your experience over another countries, so let us focus on that, and please share your experiences so that our audience can have some idea on that and start working on the output or understanding they get from you. Okay, Mr. Vicky.
Yeah, uh, Mr. Akbar, automation itself contains the meaning of the it itself contains the essence of the word. So, in a simpler way, what I define automation is the way you tends to simplify your current work and you used to improvise the current practices what right now you are doing in a way and up to that extent that it provides and it helps you to reduce the time what it is taking and also extract the meaningful output in a more shorter way so that you can at least focus on the things which actually putting a lot of uh, which hello. Yeah.
Yes. Mr. Vicky, we can hear you.
Yes. So yes, I was telling that automation is a thing which you can simplify, which can simplify your current work and help you to improvise and extract the most benefit from the current procedure right now, whatever you are doing, and it will ease up your current sequential level of work. So the thing which we right now struggling with is to reduce the legacy work which is right now in practice, specifically in garment industry or also in other industry as well. The basic thing which is related to data entry, data analysis, and how you are converting those analyzed data into a meaningful output so that the CXOs or the concerned person, whoever is leading the department, whoever is handling the operations, can take a decision instead of putting their hard uh, blocks of their time slot to analyze and to extract some information apart of from the set of data. They can start acting on the decision what automized information can give them. So in a simpler way, if you see that when we are sending then when we are writing some Excel formulas, what Excel formula literally does, it just simplify the mathematical calculations what you needs to do manually, that Excel sheet is doing for you. And so that you are just focusing on numbers, what you are analyzing, then you can analyze on that. In the same way, if you analyze and if you enhance the scope, the automating tools and the automation also helps you and empower you to do the same thing. So instead of fearing out of the automotive things and the automations right now in the era where we are sitting, and with the help of all the AI tools, chat GPT and say Gamma and other tools which helps us to improvise our current way of working, which speed up the processes. Instead of fearing from those tools and those technologies, what we can do is we should accept them. We should understand how to utilize those tools in our day-to-day life so that we can upscale and improvise our current working processes. This will definitely lead in certain profitable aspects. First one is your quality of work will increase. You can save the time, which the time on which right now you are investing to analyze some set of data. Instead of that time, you can allocate those particular bandwidth to uh, to do some other meaningful activity, say to analyze the root cause problem based on the data which you are getting, and to solve it, to remove those bottlenecks which right now every organization may face in our operations. So these all automations activities will lead the organization to move ahead and to go up to a certain extent where they were uh, not able to reach earlier. So these all the things which we can achieve from the automation and the tools right now in the market. Coming to the Gen Z segment, how they should utilize it. The first thing is they are the generation which are in terms of very lucky because they are born with those technological mindset. Even a 3-year-old child right now operating with tabs and mobiles and navigating between the apps, and they understand that from which tab which kind of information they can get, though they are getting this information with the perception of the logo and the branding. But yes, they are not right now used to of those applications. I can remember in my childhood, Nokia was the only applications, only mobile which were available, and that too on the urge of using those devices, we were only playing games. The snake and ladder, some games were there. But right now, the kids are born to have this UI UX experience. They can easily navigate. They can set the password. They can unlock with their face IDs. So they are very smart. It's the thing that they should be guided in a certain way, in a proper channel, that they should not be fearing of these all transformations, because change is inevitable. You can't stop that change. And the world right now, the world on the pace which right now it is evolving. Even if you miss the current headlines from last 1 month, then you will feel that multiple technological advancements has been done and you were not aware of that. So you should be in a mindset that you should keep yourself updated with all the changes. You should be make your timeline, make your bandwidth free so that you can at least give and initiate the training by yourself. The self-learning thing, which right now I'm talking about. And Gen Zs are born with this all basic natures that they will train themselves, they will teach themselves by the help of YouTube and other platforms. They are not the generation which rely on basic pen and paper strategical knowledge based information kind of thing. They can they themselves explore the things, they themselves go on Google to do the chat GPT, do the perplexity kind of tool and do all the analysis. So they are self-learner. Number one, they are good in managing mobile applications, mobile electronical devices. They are good with coding mindset. They are logical, more say sophisticated in mindset orientation. The last thing, they are also a very good risk taker by nature because these are the things which they are getting in trade, which earlier it was not available. Say if we talk about 90s kid, the millennial, they were somewhat spectacle about the changes and the challenges and the risk-taking attitude. But in Gen Zs, you will see these qualities are very less. They are born risk taker. So just they just have to be guided in a certain way. They don't have to fear about us. Yes, there are certain news are circulating that once the AI will roll into the market, there are lots of jobs which will be but which will be removed from our daily practices. Yes, it is right. These are the things which we can fear. But apart from that, there are some aspects and the roles and the dimensions will be open with the help of AI also that the upcoming generation will can leverage these opportunities to enhance their skills, upskill themselves, and then they will do they can generate the other dimension in terms of job security. So yes, it happens all the time. When calculator came into the picture, at that time accountants tried that this device will cost us jobs. These are the basic jobs, we cannot live without them, we should avoid using calculator. Then computers came into the picture. Then again a huge protest strike in all the labor laws, things will change, had changed in the past. And now the AI disruption is into the market. We cannot stop the technological advancement. The thing is we should be ready to accept it. We should be using these technologies to level in up to a certain extent that we should leverage it for our benefit. We should be aware that few positions, few jobs will be replaced, but yes, those tools should be used in such a way that we should upskill ourselves with them and improvise and enhance our working style and the expectations of the society so that it should not be a fear kind of thing. So yes, we have to go step by step in this direction.
Mr.
I
Vicky, normally, sorry for interruption. Normally, in any industry, while implementing any automation, that time there are every organization, as I have told you, that there are three generations together they work minimum. So now, in your experience, what kind of obstacle, what kind of psychological barrier, or what kind of barrier do you face normally, and how you overcome all that thing? So, if you focus on that, it will be very helpful for us.
yeah, that's a very nice question, Mr. Akbar, and I will take this discussion in a segment which is widely known as a change management. And that too, right now we are discussing the change management in a technological point of view. In this, what the basic resistance which I generally encounter on the training platforms when I am talking with the, say, if I am saying third generation, I am considering the teammates who are more than 45 years of bracket. They are onto the senior position, CXOs level, who has been into the industry, who has been into the working professionals from last, say, plus 25 years. The second generation, I would say, the millennial guy who is born after 1990s and right now having a work experience of 7 to 10 years. And the third generation, which I will say that the Gen Zs, the newcomers, which who have recently joined. So whenever I am implementing some change onto the ground, say with the factory people or with the management people, the basic things most of the time which I came across is the resistance to accept the certain enhancement or resistance in change of their day-to-day procedure. They are very much comfortable into the things and the way right now they are doing it. They are very much comfortable into a certain way that if you will show a shorter path also, they feel I can sense the resistance in the accepting those ideas. That too, if some ideas is being conveyed by a person who is not mature in terms of age as of the CXO's level. Say, consider myself, I am right now under 30. And if I am advising some CXOs who is already in their late 50s or early 50s, so it depends on their mindset, how much they are open to take the suggestion and how much they are open to take any new things and try to train themselves on the new platforms. So it is very much difficult with them, so that we have to come up with multiple training methods, multiple thought process sharing sessions. So there are multiple approaches. When I am coming to the first generation kind of people, the tech savvy person who is very much used to of the Android applications, iOS applications, who is always into the mobile business, who is not afraid of exploring any kind of online activity. So training those people is very easy, quick, and that too performer kind of thing I can say. They will accept the idea, they will implement by themselves, and the most amazing thing is they will also come up with a new solutions, new suggestions. Okay, if you have suggested a path, say A, and I have used it, I think that path B is also be some sort of game changer. So they will come up with the ideas. But when I am sitting with the third generation people, it will be like that. Okay, whatever you are suggesting, I will do it like way. It will be very much. Uh, it will be very much reluctant to let them know that okay, you have to accept this because we are into a transformation journey, and if you are accepting this, if you start using it, then the lower people who is sitting, who is under your hierarchical control, then it will be easy for them also that my manager is following, then I should also accept these all platforms. So yes, generation to generation acceptance of technology is very different. The learning curve and the acceptance curve of these all technological platforms is also different. That's why we also prefer that newer generation, Gen Z's, millennial, should be the part of technological driven projects. But when the projects which are more strategic, more business oriented, we prefer that second generation or the third generation people should be there because they are more experienced in terms of process, in terms of business profitability, in terms of all accounting principles on the and on which the business runs, how the bank performs. They are more aware of that. But yes, year to year, phases to phases, the audience gives us a hard time based on their acceptance level of the technology. Yeah, I hope.
Mr. Vicky, how did you face Bangladesh Gen Z while you were working in Bangladesh that time? what was your experience and feelings about the people of especially Gen Z team? So how they responded to your approaches, and how they make the quicker implementation. So will you focus on that about Bangladesh?
Yes, in my past experience, I came across some of very creative and beautiful mind in Bangladesh, considering fresh college pass out person, even someone are in their college duration also who is doing internship with me or who is assisting me in some projects. So I would say not all the sample which I came across, but few of them were very tech fluent. Their adaptability was very nice. They are independent learners who motivate themselves and come up with a creative solution and the way and the method which I am also not aware. And he is coming up with the solution, and those solutions are literally mind boggling. So adaptation of the current technology in Bangladesh is pretty good, which I say, which I can also say that the upcoming future of Bangladesh is also going to be great. Apart from this, there are some weak points on which they should work, like the consistency in adapting certain things. It is not up to that par, because I have been into multiple nation, considering India also. I have been in Jordan. I have interacted with people who are from Hong Kong, who are from Indonesia, Sri Lanka. So yes, consistency in the audience towards accepting newer technological platforms and newer skill set is bit low. But yes, whomsoever is doing these all things, they are quite amazing people. So I right now, few of the persons who still works with me, those are very good in terms of adapting new technology and platform. Even they are, you will not believe, they are doing multiple part-time jobs also with the help of this platform. They are serving some US and Europe based clients in terms of tutoring the kids over there, in terms of creating websites, that too on faster pace. Say he will create a wonderful websites in 2 or 3 working days, once he will get the all information what the client actually needs. And this is not their regular job. These are the part-time jobs, and they are using it with the help of AI in just giving, say, 4 to 5 working hours on that singular projects. Apart from this, the attitude is very impressive. What they are doing is they are creating second income base. The thought process is this: they just want to leverage the platform, they want to utilize these platforms in a way that it should give a second space into their career. They work on portfolio basis kind of activity, they works on project basis, and also these all learnings they infuse into their local their regular job profile. So yes, they are utilizing these all innovations, automations in a wonderful way.
So, Mr. Vicky, while you do the transformation job, that time, of course, IT personnel works with you also as a part of if automation comes in the picture. So, in that case, how you have seen the quality of our developer or programmer in Bangladesh? So, during that time, so compared to others, what is your feelings, what is your gut feeling that how much capable they are to hold the driving seat in the coming days for Bangladesh?
Yes, I have worked with multiple developers, with multiple developing team also. Uh, it is improving day by day, what I can say. But yes, there are limitations which, in terms of adaptability and in terms of adapting some new platforms, testing out the things. But yes, they are also doing very wonderful job. in terms of developing something from scratch. But yes, they can explore more, they can enhance their current working strategy. But there are few persons who are leveraging all the platforms in a wonderful way. But considering other geographical resources with I worked, and right now I am working. There are certain gaps which I would probably say that right now it depends on multiple parameters also. Obviously, the level of commitment from the student side, level of risk taking ability, level of adaptability of the developers. It depends on multiple parameters. So yes, there's a huge scope, but considering current enhancement in technological sector, they are improvising themselves in a very good pace. And in upcoming future, as you asked, Mr. Akbar, that yes, there will be a time when they will be leading a whole soul project by themselves without any external guidance, without any mentorship. And yes, there are certain sets of area where still they need some uh, tweaking into their current day-to-day working, which will enhance them, and they are also doing it. But in what I can say that in upcoming days, say in couple of years, we will be seeing some major technological advancement from Bangladesh region itself. What I can name few of them also, like some online platforms are there, like Pathao, which is Bangladesh entrepreneur, Bangladesh students had itself developed it and launched it, and right now it is working very well. Daraj is also some another platform. Over there, they are completely relying on their local resources. So there are people who is doing wonders, but not on mass level. Mass level still needs some acceptance and some mindset driven changes which is required to adapt and to perform a self driven activity.
Now, Mr. Vicky, for transformation, thought process, capturing the thought process, it is important. If the Gen Z portion, of course, departmental head and others, they will have to understand. But while you were interacting with this Gen Z, that time to understand the bigger picture, because when anybody will understand the bigger picture, that time the small portion, how it is connecting with the, it is a part of the bigger picture and connecting to where that thought process, capturing that thought process in the mind is a very important thing. When that thing can be captured, then they can get joy in their work. They can enjoy the work. Otherwise, it becomes burden. So while you were working with them, so across the country, it is not in Bangladesh. It's about yeah, the country you have told also. So about the understanding of the thought process. So how far you have seen their competitiveness is, and compared to that, what about Bangladeshi Gen Z population? What about their condition? Will you please tell us something about that?
Yeah, it's a very interesting topic to touch on, and that about the mindset. You, Mr. Akbar, you perfectly articulated that mindset is the key thing which drive a person to do certain task in a more unexpected way, in a most amazing way. So there is a mindset right now in Gen Z that they need some guidance. This is the basic mindset which they think of. whenever you will discuss about us about some certain ideas, right now, I this is my personal feeling. I may be wrong. There are scenarios that they will be blank. They cannot come up with some sort of new idea or the original content which they can think of. But the second picture, the other side of the discussion is, once you guide them, once you at least give them at least a hint, okay, this is a certain task, you have to do it in a way, can you think of this, then they will single-handedly complete the thing, come up with alternative approaches, or come up with a complete problem which need to be solved with. They will come up with the complete package of solution. But yes, right now they are not into the self solving approach, self problem solving approach. Right now they are not into that. To to solve this problem, what we can do is to motivate them to upskill themselves by some engineering tools, some emerging technologies like all the AI platforms. At least they should spare some moments, go through the available potential, what a particular platform can do, and how you can utilize in your day-to-day work. Then for sure it will help you, and you will also break this barrier of the self-innovative thought process, because there are something which can help you in your thought process, which can help you to guide uh, guide you to solve the particular set of problem, help you to take stands for yourself, help you to innovate on certain set of problem statement. So yes, the most and foremost important thing is they need to upskill by themselves. And while upskilling, they can utilize multiple platform also. Say mid journey is there, say chat gpt, the very common thing is there. So deep seek platforms, multiple other technological assets right now available into the market on free web. They can utilize it, just they need some dedication from themselves. Them Apart from this, they can also focus on some human centric skills, like interpersonal skills, which I came across that they are having those setups ideas, but they are not good in expressing those ideas. This is also a drawback which I have
That
seen.
is, you want to mean that even though they have the ideas and all other thing, their presentation or articulation, that thing they are lacking behind.
Correct, correct, correct. The presentation thing, articulation thing, I would say in a broader term, the communication thing. When I am saying communication, it's not only about speaking of fluent English. Communication is something that you can present your thought process, you can present your idea in a way that the person who is in front of you or the audience to whom you are addressing the content, they can easily understand it. They can easily grab the centric point of view which you want to convey it. Either it should be in Bangla, either it should be in English, Spanish, French, any language, whatever you want to use, but it should be properly conveyed. They will do the hard work, they will come up with a approach, but it is very much difficult for them to present it in a way that it can be consumed by the mass audience. This is one of the bottlenecks which I have clearly which I have experienced in my past 4 5 years, with when particularly when I am working with the Gen Z group. I can see the differences when I am working with other countries manpower. Say if I say when I am working with Vietnamese people, when I am working with some Sri Lankan guy, other countries, Gen Z people is having different sets of informations. When I am working with Vietnamese people, they are very much brainstormer, I will say. If you put an idea in front of them, they will think of it, they will absorb it, they will sleep with that idea, they will come tomorrow morning, and the team will debate with the solution itself. So these are the approaches which I can see a differentiator with Bangladeshi Gen Zs. So yes, communication is one of the platform where they should improve. The second section is the confidence. When they are having a discussion with some senior level person, some CXO level, there is a certain unheard fear right now going inside them. which also pushes them, or which also stops them to communicate freely. So these are the confidence breaker thing which a student, a newcomer, uh, is definitely experiencing. I don't know why it is there. Maybe it is coming from their childhood, or maybe the student, when during his student life he or she may not got that level of opportunity to express himself. That's why during the job, or during the starting years of their working professionals, they are not very much uh, loud, or they are not very much free to express their ideas. So these are the basic things on which they need to improve. First thing is ki, I generally say, I can give a suggestion that stop fearing it out. If you are having some certain set of idea, start communicating it. You are not obliged to communicate in English. You are not obliged to work on to present the information in certain set of presentation only, or certain set of documentation. The basic thing, you should start expressing yourself and communicate the idea.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Vicky. We are almost uh, near to close the session, as time is passing away. So, dear audience, so we have talked with Mr. Vicky, who has worked with work in the subcontinent and out of the subcontinent also. So there, as we have seen, that Gen Z, that is Generation Z, the newcomer, those who all are in the market, they are in Bangladesh aspect, they are doing good. So they need to be very good in presentation, because you may have very good idea, but if you cannot present, that time result may not come. Moreover, you will have to make yourself in such a way that so that your departmental head, he is from another generation, so he may he may oppose you, he may defer you, but you will have to make him convinced. That is, you will have to develop another human skill. So AI is coming, it is taking away job of other job, it is shrinking the job. You need not to think about that one, because you are the driving force who will drive the automation, the AI and others. Now, the thing is that if you do not give input, so output will not come. In the automation, in the software or excel will cannot also cannot generate a sum if you do not input 2 3 figures. So you will have to input, and consistency is also a factor that you should be keep on mind, because it is not that today I am doing 1 month I am doing this job, and then I should not do this job, I will go to another job. So it may so happen that within after 2.5 months you are undergone a such kind of problem, which on the first 1 month or 1.5 month you have not undergone that. So in that case, so consistently for a certain time, if you do not continue, do not practice on that job, so problem may not come up, because automation, at the behind automation software and other thing are there. So there are bugs and other thing are there which may pop up anytime. So consistency also a factor. You should become have patience to solve all the problem. You will have to come up with different ideas, whatever the supplier or automation which are giving. So you can give your new idea, you may have new idea which can bring a radical change. So in the industrial revolution, so now the time in this period, so when there are so many buzzwords are there, industrial revolution, IoT, Internet of Things, AI has come. AI has separate separate version also. ASI, artificial super intelligence, it will be coming. So the way firstly I told that 3G, 4G, 5G, like that. So in this industrial revolution, in this time, so with little input, you will have to produce more output. Like, it does not mean if you ask a question to a your earlier generation, they will tell if you give three-piece input, why the input will be, how the input can be five-piece. Now thing is that you are not inputting only the pieces. You are inputting your brain, you are inputting your time. Input is not only the material, input is so many things you are inputting. And that is, if you input three-piece and you spend 3 hours there and get the three, instead if you give three-piece input and you can complete 2.5 hours, that half hour you can utilize your in another another job, another learning. Even you recreate, you have a chance of recreation, you can do recreation there, because recreation also is required. It is not that always you will have to work, because your brain sometimes need a breathing space, it needs fresh breath to have better idea. So these all from my side. Thank you, Mr. Vicky. If you want to say your last word, you can say.
Yeah, definitely. Perfectly summarized, Mr. Akbar. I just want to add a simple understanding what I have also implemented to myself, that don't guys, don't fear what don't have a resistance or the conserve yourself with the technological transformation right now going on. AI is there. You should accept this, and you should accept the AI and work with AI instead of fearing it. It is there to help you. It is there to enhance your performance. It is there to save your time, and it is there to help you in your current working environment. It will be a very helping hand in your day-to-day activity, in your future making procedures, whatever right now you want to achieve. Instead of fearing it, you should accept this and start using it. So this will just summarize everything. It's just a simple thing. Instead of fearing of the robot, make robot work for you. The simple concept is there. Then you will work with twice or thrice manpower force in a single day. The work which you tends to do or finish in a week, you will be able to finish it in a couple of hours only. So this kind of leverage you can take from these all technological platform. So that's all. Thank you, Mr. Akbar.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Vicky. Dear audience, so as we have already discussed a lot about all this thing, now we should keep in mind that as a human being, we are part of universe, and we will, because in any industry, any manufacturing unit, or any office, or a very luxurious corporate office also, there will be traditional people. Your boss also may not be up to the mark. Now it is your turn how you will develop your skill to convert them. It is not that because the organization is keeping that people with them because they had something, they had added value to the business, and they are doing, maybe at the back of the screen they are doing something which is helpful to the business, otherwise business will not retain them. So as a human being, when you will uphold, you will help a traditional people, a introvert people, and bring him in line, your skill, human skill, that time automatically will build up, and subsequently as you are helping your colleagues, and in another term you are helping your boss also for the greater interest of the organization, so automatically you are doing a great job, and the universe of course will pay you directly or indirectly. It may so happen that it may be twice or thrice in return. Thank you, audience, and inviting you tomorrow in the same time. We will be here with another topic. So, thank you. Stay with us.
Thank you,
Assalamu
everyone.
alaikum.